During my years at corporate giants like GE and LG Electronics, it felt like I was always living behind the 8 ball. In the corporate hierarchy, everyone answers to someone, and the demand is always the same: faster execution. Companies thrive in a fast delivery culture, constantly pointing at competitors to weaponize speed and push you further. I sat squarely on the side of delivery. My departments carried the heavy, unyielding responsibility of taking raw concepts and turning them into tangible products so that marketing could fulfill their promises to the customer. In a way, everyone inside a corporate structure has a deliverable, whether it's an audit, a testing phase, a communication rollout, or a product launch. But managing an entire ecosystem means your success is pinned to the capabilities of others. When you work with highly capable teams and reliable suppliers, your estimations hold true. But when they falter, you are left to scramble, stepping into the breach to fix their errors and minimize the operational impact. The endless corporate cycle relies on everyone delivering perfectly the first time, without needing a redo. It is a system designed to stretch you. From a corporate leader's standpoint, the goal is always to stretch your comfort threshold. They apply just enough structural stress to toughen you up and force professional growth, hoping you will deliver more than you ever expected. We are wired to look up and climb. It is written into our DNA to want to see everything from the very top, whether that peak means money, recognition, and title, or sense of achievement. So we begin the climb. Standing there looking at the crowd, a second thought hit me. Halfway up this mountain, the staircase split into 2 paths. One led to the taller peak, the other to this lower one. I had tactically chosen the lower peak out of fear that I wouldn't have enough daylight left to capture the sunset. But looking across the ridge, I wondered, should I have taken the harder path first? Would it have been less crowded? Would the pictures have been better? I found myself walking backward, descending to where the stairs split, wondering if I had completely run out of time to execute what I originally planned. Somewhere along the way, every leader learns exactly how much they can endure. But what happens when you reach the peak you spent years targeting? When I finally neared the tower on this smaller peak, I didn't find the open space. I found a long line of people jammed together, waiting to take the exact same picture. It was a corporate bottleneck in the clouds.
One photo? Yes. Sorry, we have to be somewhere.
Looking at the sharp, uncompromising terrain of these peaks reminds me of a brutal corporate reality. Every climb inevitably ends somewhere. In business, we treat organizational structures as if they are permanent, but they are cyclical. Whether we want to admit it or not, we must eventually descend from the peak of someone else's matrix. Your corporate title is a depreciating asset with an expiration date, and with the descent comes a jarring realization. The market is entirely indifferent to the mountain you just climbed. Typically, I don't have trouble climbing this type of peak, but a couple of months of negligence to take care of my body is catching up to me. I'm almost at the top. I can see the Vietnam flags. Just try to convince myself I'm only 10 meters away.
There's so many people coming down. I run out.
Me too. I want to see the sunset.
But out here, watching birds glide through the valley below me, a deeper business philosophy becomes clear. Positioning is a function of velocity, not perfection. In the macro economy, Being in absolute motion is infinitely more important than executing a flawless, error-free strategy. Even if the path you chose wasn't perfect, even if you had to backtrack down to the split and recalculate your timeline, the sheer act of climbing is what accumulated your internal equity. It toughened your judgment. It expanded your lung capacity. Because you stayed moving, you have reached a higher vantage point of wisdom. From this altitude, it is easy to settle, make peace with the past, and audit your true capabilities. My first corporate climb is done, and I have handed back the badge. I'm standing at the fork of a completely new mountain now. But I am in motion, and because I am in motion, I will continue to climb. Your second act isn't about finding a safe, pre-paved corporate staircase. It's about having the courage to trust your internal engine and leverage the hard competencies you've spent a lifetime building. No matter what industry you are in, or what chapter of life you are writing, your ultimate leverage always comes down to your ability to negotiate, protect your value, and manage complex relationships. That is the exact blueprint I put into my book, Across the Table, Across the World. It is a practical, battle-tested field guide to global sourcing and cross-cultural negotiation strategy, pulled directly from real boardrooms and real consequences. It's not a book about corporate theory. It is an execution manual designed to give anyone the tactical framework needed to sit at any table, handle any supplier, and command absolute value. If you are ready to master the raw skills of leverage that translate across industries and lifetimes, head over to Amazon and grab your copy of Across the Table, Across the World today. Step out of the matrix, embrace the architecture of motion, and let's map out your next climb together. Click on the next video on your screen right now. The journey continues.